Hi Leo and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This video is for your manifestation readings for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from mid-November to early December. Now as per usual, I have cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards so I can take my time over that and I don't have to waste any of yours. As any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And if none of it resonates, then that's okay, it's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you see in here today, then please, by all means, do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and you'll be alerted to next week's video, which will be for your wellness check-in. Okay, so let's have a little look and see what's going on here for you. Well, what is very interesting is that you have three major arcana for what could happen for allowing new energies to come in, how you can better manifest, and also for your potential outcome. Now, these are life lessons, which is extraordinary for you. You've got 2 pentacles and you've also got cups there. Okay, so there could be a focus on maybe your finances, possessions, whatever else it is that you hold value in. But let's have a look and see what's happening for you. So the current energy that you're putting out into the world right now is the King of Cups. And that talks about that emotional eloquence, that aspect of you being diplomatic, nurturing, caring, male or female, doesn't matter. Tell me about the King of Cups for Leo, please. Okay. I only take the ones that outright flip over. Like that one. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hermit card here. Okay. So yes, I feel that you are a person who is very grounded by nature. You have a lot of resources at your command. Now, when we talk about resources, it doesn't necessarily mean about wealth, although you could be wealthy. But things of which you hold value in. So it could not be physicality as well. Now, I feel that with the Six of Pentacles being in reverse and the Seven of Wands here, I feel, are you having to justify why you're not being as generous as other people would like you to be? Because what you're trying to do there is you're trying to balance between what you can give for people, but also what they can do for themselves. The wisdom card here suggests that you are you're more likely to want to help people, to guide them into the correct path rather than do it for them. And I feel that's quite strong for you, actually. Now, it's interesting because with the Hermit here, it could be an aspect that you are the type of person who is naturally very caring, as verified by the King of Cups here. But that could also be a part of a calling for you. You're somebody who offers wisdom. You show people how they can help themselves more. So let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for the unconscious and the hidden. We have the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, we have the Lover's card, and we have the World card here. Yeah, I feel that you don't seem to be all that fazed about having to justify why you're not being as generous as other people want you to be, because you're a person who has a strong particular instinct in what makes you happy, what brings you harmony. And you have this extraordinary ability to really exercise what your healthy boundaries are and how you show respect for the people that you love. Because it's almost like something had completed for you. There was a path that completed, and maybe it was this Maybe you were the type of person who was really generous before and helping people do things, but you changed that, like you ended that. And because of that, it's brought a new wholeness to you, a new unity of self for you, which is beautiful. So, what energy should you be open to receiving? And that is the Page of Pentacles. Now, that's very interesting because the Devil card just flipped out there. So, yeah, I feel that maybe there was some aspect of, well, we have a saying in Scotland, somebody's taking a len of you, which means that somebody's taking advantage of you. Maybe that was something that you had to learn. So the Page of Pentacles, being open to receiving the Page of Pentacles energy. Let's have a look at that. Tell me about that for Leo, please. Messages and energies. Page of Pentacles for Leo. Thank you. Okay, you have the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Cups, Three of Wands, and we've also got the Sun card here. So I feel that with the, well, any of the pages in the deck, there is that aspect of curiosity. Being interested in learning something new. So this could very well be in that whole you being open to learning more about what your definition of value is. What definition of value, what it means to you, what does value look like to you? There's also that aspect of being diligent and being seen as doing the right thing, but I don't think that you're concerned about that, to be honest. I think it's more about you, yeah, being willing to learn, explore. Because I feel that with the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel that you have been recognised for the great change that has come upon you. You are recognised as somebody who is nurturing and who is empathetic towards other people's needs. And quite rightly so, because you did put a great deal of work into that there. But I feel that with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups here, one of the aspects of the Eight of Pentacles talks about mastery of something, but it can also talk about apprenticeships, which is interesting because the Page of Pentacles himself is an apprentice. So it could be as well about you beginning an apprenticeship, so to speak, of exploring the things that make you happy, exploring all the options that are around you, and figuring out what is best for you. And what's good about that is that by doing this, by being open to receiving that energy, it puts you on a new path that leads you towards the rest of your life. It leads you to a place where you're starting to really look towards the future. And not only that, but your future is incredibly bright. It is filled to the brim with vitality and exploration, joy, and your creativity. There's a warmth there for you as well. Like, I actually feel a warmth in here, which is beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card again, we have the Justice card, the Five of Pentacles, and we've also got the High Priestess here. Yep. By you being open to learning about these things, I think that you're going to have a lot better clarity in what your true motivations are, in terms of you're going to be able to become more objective about you, about what you're doing, about the vices that you have or that you want to explore. I also feel that there's an element of you putting to justice the devil, putting justice to the devil, which is fantastic. Because maybe you do actually feel a little bit of guilt about not being as generous as what people want you to be, and maybe that's you. It's an indicator of you taking that feeling of guilt and being objective about it. Yeah, because there is that idea of displacement here, this temporary hardship. But that's exactly what it is. It's temporary. It's temporary. So listen to your intuition. What does your intuition tell you about that? Because I feel that this is still something that you're quite uneasy with. Which is fine. You know, that's absolutely understandable. That really is. But if you surround yourself with the people that actually want to work with you to create something beautiful instead of them expecting you to do it for them, then all of that's going to go away. All of this feeling that you're perhaps, it might be a blind spot for you, it might be something that you are aware of but you don't really want to look at. Maybe exploring that is going to be the key to it. And that makes sense actually, because another aspect with the Seven of Cups, excuse me, my nose is itchy, is distractions. Explore those things that distract you from actually kind of uncovering the real truth behind what you feel. So what is going to potentially happen when you embrace this energy of the Page of Pentacles, that wanting to learn more about what your values are, is the Magician, and that is an extraordinary card to have. That is very strong. The Magician has the ability to manifest anything that he wants to because he is in full command of every single one of these suits in the deck. All your ducks are going to be in a row, and because of that you have access to an authenticity that is unparalleled. You can make anything happen for yourself, Leo. Tell me about the Magician, please. Yep. Always boot the flippers. Any other messages? Thank you. Okay. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Devil card again. Yes. What could happen if you are open to receiving the energy of wanting to explore things about you, is you being able to unlock that power of manifestation. And what that is going to do for you as well is that is going to bring you to a place where you are really going to find out what you really hold value to, which is lovely. But as well, there's also this energy of you being able to say, well, those things that I did hold value in, I really don't want them anymore. They're not as important to me as I thought they were. Because a new passion is going to come towards you. I feel that you're going to step into a new era of power for you, where you're going to recognize, actually, I really can make anything happen for me if I want to. And maybe that in itself is value. Maybe that in itself is something that brings enrichment to your life. Even though there is that potential to have to keep on fighting against those horrible thoughts that you're doing wrong, or having to fight the people that are trying to use you for their own gain. Maybe they're going to fight you because your values being changed. Like, but hang on, before you would have helped me with this and this ways, and now you're not going to do that because you don't have access to those resources anymore. Well, what about me? Well, what about you? What about you? That this is the Leo show. Taking power of yourself absolutely is the way forward for you, Leo. And how do you do that? Well, you cut through the bullshit. You cut through the nonsense. You come to your own truth. The Queen of Swords sees everything, and she recognizes the falsehoods everywhere. She didn't become the great warrior that she is by not taking certain risks, and she definitely didn't become the warrior that she is by laying down. No. She sought after those things that brought her truth, authenticity, honesty. And she also has a fierce intellect. And I understand that there are some issues within you that, like you really kind of don't want to look at. But the thing is that the Star card is suggesting that actually you wish that you could. So how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, you do that mostly by, again, listening to your intuition and asking yourself, what is the right path for me? Which path leads to new healing for me? And you will get your answer. And ultimately, you're going to come to a place where, again, like the Nine of Cups is another card of wish. You just wish to be comfortable. You just wish to be satisfied and to use your own resources for yourself. Yep. Enjoy the luxury that you have. So what is your leap of faith? Your leap of faith is the Two of Pentacles, and that is that balancing act. To me, in this context, it's that whole pros and cons. What holds more weight for me? My own happiness and my own values, or somebody else's? Me learning about myself, or me being available for other people? Which one works more for you? Tell me about the Two of Pentacles for Leo, please. Oh. Okay, we have the Empress, we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups on its side, and we've also got the Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah, because there is no doubt about it that you are somebody who is, you're a natural mother figure, paternal figure, whichever, parental figure. That's probably a bit more appropriate. And you are one who is nurturing. You are that gentle healer. And you do have the ability to help people grow. But what about you, Leo? What about your growth? And it's about you really understanding about how do I deliver these messages from my heart in a way that is constructive for me, that probably doesn't hurt other people. And I think that's what you're struggling with, because you can't see a way of how to do that. But you know what? The King of Cups on this side is telling you, look, there's a time for diplomacy, and there's a time for not being diplomatic. It is okay for you to embrace this authentic side of you. You have to be able to deliver what is in your heart. You have to wear your heart on your sleeve, because it is time for you to romance your own happiness and your own life. And you can't do that, like if you're still giving into helping other people through their troubles. And I feel that if you only took the blindfold off with the Eight of Swords, you would understand that whole, okay, sometimes there's a need for diplomacy and sometimes there's not. And I think that once you do that, Leo, so much value is coming into your life. New opportunities, new beginnings, new potentials are coming for you. Could also be a gift coming into you or an investment coming your way too. The bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card, we have the Ten of Cups, we've got the Emperor, Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Wands here. Okay. This doubt that you have, I think that it's more than what you're letting on. I feel that you potentially feel that by not helping other people in the way that you, quote, should be doing, unquote, is something that really goes against your core beliefs, and it leaves you feeling uncertain. But in order for you to gain that absolute happiness and harmony for yourself, you have to be quite stern with the people around you and about affirming yourself, because sometimes things can get so overbearing for you and like overwhelming for you that it can leave you with a really, really hard anxiety. And perhaps that's one of the reasons why you're even thinking about going down this path, because you're going, no, I need something for me. I need a new beginning for me. You want to seize your own vitality and your own creativity because you know that that's dwindling. You know that your time has come. Your sense of purpose is being renewed. So, how can you manifest these changes more effectively is by using the Hermit energy. And again, that is that whole listen to what your true wishes are. Use your wisdom, meditate, be introspective, and maybe think in terms of the Hermit is the light bearer. He bears people from the darkness into the light. The Hermit also bears himself from the darkness into the light. Keep that in mind, Leo. Tell me about the Hermit for Leo, please. Tell me about the Hermit for Leo. Messages. Okay. So you have the Four of Wands, you've got the Ten of Cups on its side, and the Five of Pentacles here. Now, I feel that the Hermit is telling you to have some real wisdom about your stability, because you are stable. You have a strong, solid foundation, in spite of the multiple times that the Tower card has turned up for you in your subconscious and your hidden. Your foundations are solid. They are not being rocked. It feels that way, but they're not. Look to your family or the people closest to you, because they celebrate you. They do. They really, really do. And maybe have some introspection on what is your idea of happiness, because you may say that you're happy right now, but I don't feel that you truly are. And it makes sense that you're not, because you seem to be struggling with some sort of internal conflict. Ask yourself about that. Ask yourself questions. Well, what does my happiness look like? What does my harmony look like? And how do I get there if that's what I want to do? What do I need to do in order to get to that point? And keep wisdom in the back of your mind when you're considering about what's happening right now. This is only temporary. If you decide to make the change. If you don't decide to make the change, then it does become permanent. But not choosing is also a choice. If that makes sense. But having the wisdom to understand that no, this is actually only temporary if I allow it to be, is the way forward. So how do you activate that hermit energy? You talk honestly about your fears. Really think about what are those illusions that you've told yourself or that other people have told yourself. What are the blind spots that you're not seeing, that you're not getting? It may be, as I said before, the hermit who was here as well. Maybe that introspection is enough, but maybe it might be a good idea for you to talk to somebody that you think is wise, or a counsellor, somebody along those lines that can help you to explore those areas. Because once you do, then that tower energy is coming to an end, because you know that you're stable in your foundations. You know that analytical thought is the key to this. Absolutely is the key to it. And with that, your new journey absolutely starts. 100%. New opportunities, new beginnings, new explorations for you are going to be everywhere for you. Your whole world is going to expand like you wouldn't believe. And your possible outcome is the Emperor. And as I said before, that is a strong card to end up on. The Emperor commands an empire. He is in charge of all of his resources. He doesn't allow anybody to dictate to him. He takes command. He is an authority. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Thank you very much. Oh. Okay. Right, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Hanged Man, we have the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and we've also got the Ten of Wands here. Yep. So your possible outcome being that that Emperor energy of you standing back in your own power. There could also be a message here of you reconciling a deep hurt that happened with somebody that you felt was an authority figure. Could have been a father figure, or something of that like. But it has, and this is why you're struggling to look at this, because the hurt is so deep. I think it's more deep than what you've ever vocalized. But you will have a change of perspective on it. You will have this ability to, once you start doing this work here, if you choose to do so, is you'll understand that you have a renewed sense of purpose, which was verified with the Temperance card I saw earlier on. You're going to have a better unity within you. Your purpose, your sense of self, your mind, your body, your spirit is going to be more cohesive. I'm hearing cohesion of self. I don't know, that's a very specific phrase to hear, so I don't know, maybe if you're reading a book about that type of thing, maybe, or somebody's talked to you about that. Because you are so tired of being that guy that has all the resources, that has so much to offer, and you just keep having people taking a len of you, taking advantage of it. You're over it. You're so over it. You're done with it. You're fed up of this. This is a cycle that keeps repeating for you, I feel. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is a cycle that keeps happening for you, that this has happened for as long as you can remember, possibly even stems from your childhood, I don't know. And I get that that is something that you really don't want to particularly look at. But if you just take an active stance, approach it with the belief of, if I take action, things are going to get better. Because you want to do it. You are so fed up, scunnered with all of this nonsense that you really want to do it. And I don't know as well, like there's some element with the Queen and the King of Wands that they can be a bit fiery tempered about it. Maybe like you're about to snap with that, but there is an ending with you for you. The Ten of Swords and the, oh gosh, there is an ending that leads to a rebirth for you. And I feel that this trauma that has come from this figure here in the past is going to come to an end for you. And new feelings are going to come through for you. Positive feelings. Woo, Leo, that was a reading and a half. So I'm not going to summarise because like I said before, I feel that these videos can go on for long enough. But if this was the reading for you and it resonated, then I really hope that I've given you quite a lot to think about, a lot of questions to ask yourself and things to consider. And as I said before, if you liked what you saw and heard today, then please by all means do hit the like, share and subscribe buttons to help me grow my channel. And your next reading is for your wellness check-in, so I'll see you then for that, hopefully. But in the meantime, Leo, do take care of yourself. All right, bye.